Catechism of the Catholic Church. In brief, 561. The whole of Christ's life was a continual teaching. His silences, his miracles, his gestures, his prayers, his love for people, his special affection for the little and the poor, his acceptance of the total sacrifice of the cross for the redemption of the world, and his resurrection are the actualization of his word and the fulfillment of revelation. 562. Christ's disciples are to conform themselves to him until he is formed in them. For this reason, we, who have been made like to him, who have died with him, and have risen with him, are taken up into the mysteries of his life until we reign together with him. 563. No one, whether shepherd or wise man, can approach God here below, except by kneeling before the manger at Bethlehem and adoring him, hidden in the weakness of a newborn child. 564. By his obedience to Mary and Joseph, as well as by his humble work during the long years in Nazareth, Jesus gives us the example of holiness in the daily life of family and work. 565. From the beginning of his public life, at his baptism, Jesus is the servant, wholly consecrated to the redemptive work that he will accomplish by the baptism of his passion. 566. The temptation in the desert shows Jesus, the humble Messiah, who triumphs over Satan by his total adherence to the plan of salvation willed by the Father. 567. The kingdom of heaven was inaugurated on earth by Christ. This kingdom shone out before men in the world, in the works and in the presence of Christ. The church is the seed and beginning of his kingdom. Her keys are entrusted to Peter. 568. Christ's transfiguration aims at strengthening the apostles' faith in anticipation of his passion. The ascent unto the high mountain prepares for the ascent to Calvary. Christ, head of the church, manifests what his body contains and radiates in the sacraments the hope of glory. 569. Jesus went up to Jerusalem voluntarily, knowing well that there he would die a violent death because of the opposition of sinners. 570. Jesus' entry into Jerusalem manifests the coming of the kingdom that the Messiah King, welcomed into his city by children and the humble of heart, is going to accomplish by the Passover of his death and resurrection.